Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Mid-South Wrestling Review Series. This particular occasion is the August 6th edition of 1983, and we are running here. Things are slower than I'd like. Had some snafus with some things, and a little bit frustrated, but we are going to commit to the process here of doing the best we can to bring you continually this product, and certainly, without a doubt, we are looking to make 2021 a really big year around here. May mean a little less content, may also mean content on certain days of the week. I don't know what that looks like yet, but what you can guarantee is that this project is not going away. Anyway, 1983, the August 6th edition, they do a lot of talking about the moving towards the reviews of the Superdome. JYD receives a special award for his philanthropic efforts in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's basically the highlight of the first bit of the program, is him receiving an award from the mayor of that general area, which I think is cool. It's sad that he kind of left the area and didn't get as much notoriety in the WWF. Jim Duggan and Magnum TA win the tag team championships. They are your new tag team champions, and TA is super excited. Duggan talks about quitting smoking in the promo, which is funny to me. And basically Duggan talks about being surprised that Magnum TA was as amenable to working with him as possible. Hare and Rose versus Duggan and TA is up here. Larry Hare and Bill Rose. Enhancement talents I really don't know much about. And Duggan and TA, once again, your new Mid-South Tag Team Champions of the world. And, Duggan manages to, get hit from behind with his adversary, and we see Duggan sending his adversary into the buckle pretty hard. Toss out by Duggan. And again, we kind of see Duggan with some power maneuvers, big body slam, and the like, and ultimately a slam into out of the corner, and again over the hip we go, and big body slam by TA. TA really coming into his own, not really where he necessarily fully wants to be, but he is where I guess you would say he needs to be. That is a pretty big shot for Magnum TA, and hits a backbreaker. Doesn't get all he wants on that, but he gets enough, and we see TA off with some drop kicks and the like. One thing I like is that Magnum TA continually, whether it be with the side shots that he hits or whatever, is a pretty big influential guy in the area. We do see him kind of get the belly-to-belly suplex. He's finally getting that move over, and we see that lead to the victory. Boris Zukov and Mr. Wrestling 2 is up next. Zukov, obviously, still managed by Skandor Akbar. Wrestling 2 still finding his way in the area, although less influential, I guess you'd say, than he was. Hard shots there, and, we kind of see some rather big shots. Steps over, and shoot the half does Mr. Wrestling 2, and shoots the half on a 2 count, and ultimately that doesn't go quite the way he wants. Zukov using some power. There's a long battle over a chinlock by Wrestling 2, and then a reverse chinlock by Zukov does end up falling victim to the knee strike. Not the best match, although Zukov's not exactly going to give you, the best match ever. Um, King Kong Bundy angry with Dr. Death Steve Williams. They review that. Basically, Bundy says that Williams has cheated in a previous match. This has not proven to be the case, but we do go and we see Dr. Death and Steve Williams there. Bit of a roll through. And, King Kong Bundy and Dr. Death is your next contest. Bundy and Williams is a bit of a hoss fight, to be completely honest. Williams tries to use traditional wrestling technique with his adversary. Doesn't work exactly the way he wants it to, but works well enough. And shots there. Irish whip. Big tries to take him down, and that takedown doesn't go exactly well. Bundy goes stumbling back into the corner, and there's a challenge there. This match is kind of clunky because Williams doesn't have the experience, and Bundy is not. While he's certainly more mobile than he ends up being, let's say 10 or so years later, he's not as mobile as you would need a guy to be. However, he does miss a big the avalanche in the corner. Williams manages to, or tries to manage, to get things going in a more positive direction. Bundy with the big falling slam, and does get a victory here. Next up, Missing Link makes, I believe, his debut in the area against Bill Raskey. Missing Link has been a major mainstay in the world class area. Raskey in and out several times as a enhancement talent in many places, world class most notably, but been here as well. Link takes some shots to the lower midsection, and then we see several shots by Link. Link actually using what seems to be chops, and it looked like a belt, but it just is his hand. And which tells you how big the hands of the Missing Link are. Anyway, Link with a big body slam and managing to try to pull the man up. Gets a, I guess, kind of the diving run there. And Link manages to, kind of hit the pull, and there we go. Shoots the half a little bit. Saw Butch Reed up next against Ken Johnson, not the Slickster, who happens, I believe, to have the same name. I'm pretty sure that Slick's legal name was Ken Johnson. I don't think Slick ever wrestled. Anyway, although it's possible, although most of his stuff is in the not the Mid-South area, Kansas City area, when he was more notable. But this individual is a Caucasian individual, and obviously Slick is not. Some takeovers by Hacksaw Butch Reed. Butch Reed, several shots to the back of the head, and tossing his man out of the corner, and a drop kick under the chin. Reed certainly following with a hard shot, and again, it's there. And some headbutts. Irish whip. And a shoulder tackle along the way. And a big press slam. And 1, 2, 3 for Butch Reed. Reed continuing to be dominant in the area. We go to, I believe, the last match of the program is Rogers and Vines versus Cruz and Horner. Cruz and Horner have teamed 1 or 2 times before. Not exactly a standout match. Doesn't need to be, though, as we're just closing the program with it. They have about 5 minutes, maybe a little less. And, Horner, probably the biggest star of the area. Rogers coming up quick second. Horner uses several arm drags and really basic stuff. Tag off to Cruz. Cruz comes in. He works on the arm as well. Rogers comes up and over with the leapfrog and tries, but ends up getting caught with a toss over the shoulder and a big body slam there. Drop kick under the chin, and away we go there. You know, as we continue the process, back elbow by Vines. Vines going to be a pretty, I wouldn't say necessarily a strong force, but a force nonetheless in the area. Knees and that Irish whip, and so big shots in the midsection. And we see Rogers manage to hit a Beal toss out of the corner, and hard shots by Vines. Vines doing the best he can to cut the ring off on his adversary. Meanwhile, Horner goes into the corner and does pretty well. Big back body drop and some runs over there. Big body slam and some shots along the way. Clashes them together, and we get a non-finish as we close the program without a finish here in the beginning of August. We'll be back with more right after this.